Holy shit, I'm back. It has been a while. Not long enough to make me forget about what happened in the last episode. But regardless of that, we have to move on. And move on we will as the Vitaly Fedorov era is set to begin here in St. Louis. This offseason, regardless of what happened in the last episode, should be pretty ridiculous. First things first, we will get rid of Chris Dreger. Michael DiPietro, we will probably resign. Liljegren needs a deal. Kevin Connaughton, we can let go of. Wesley, 82 overall, now 26 years old. He's not going to make it, is he? Good depth defenseman. Actually, what is he looking for? He is still willing to accept a two-way deal, so maybe. We will get rid of Christian Folin. Wow, we actually have more decisions to make defensively than I thought. Right. Phillips and Wesley. We will come back to that. We do need, of course, to look to re-sign Liljegren. And, of course, as always, I forgot to bring up the old trusty calculator app on my computer. Why I don't bring it up on my phone, I do not know. Because I tend to leave my phone on the other side of the room, just so it doesn't pick up on the mic. But let's see right there. We can get that down to 3.825, which sounds great. A 2-year deal for Liljegren, and that is pretty good money. Bellerive, Lavin, Davis all need contracts, as does Dustin Wolf, a former 7th-round pick. Not bad for a 7th-round pick. We are going to let go of him, though. I'm sure we could get better prospects in if we needed to. Oh, Kurt Pierce. Yep. Well, that's something. Johnny Gaudreau, of course, needs to be re-signed. The gem of a player we picked up in the last episode. We'll take a look at that, though, in a second. Because, again, we still have other decisions to make. Mackenzie Stewart, the enforcer, we can get rid of. And centers, Stelio, Athanasiou, Carlson can be let go. Gardner can be let go. Comtois needs to be re-signed, and then we are pretty much good. Right, let's go to all skaters for the moment. Johnny Gaudreau is looking for a 7-year contract. He wants to get paid. Get paid he will, but not as much as he's looking for. We're going to be able to knock this all the way down to 6.275, which is not a bad bit of business. We'll move forward. We'll sim a day because I want to see how much money we are left with. Because for the most part, and honestly, I don't even know if I should have sent offers to the two guys that we did. Because we have to be very careful here. The cap situation could be troubling. Now, both guys re-signed, which is good. But let's take a look at how much is left and how many UFAs we have to take care of. Now, we have $13 million. UFAs need to be prioritized because we can at least send a qualifying offer, of course, to the RFAs to make sure that we hold on to them. So let's take a look. You know what? I'll just go by skaters. RFA, UFA, Athanasiou. Not a terrible player. I think I might let go of him. Just to see what other options are out there. Again, actually, he's a great player to have for that fourth line. Put up 27 points this year. But do I let go of him? Very well-rounded player. Very, very well. You know what? I think I'm going to keep him. How much is he looking for? Yeah, that's nothing. And we can still knock down the price. Athanasiou, I think, has earned himself a spot on that fourth line to be, hopefully, the shutdown center of that fourth line. Other UFAs, or are we all RFA? Am I completely off here? Yeah, I'm completely off. Everybody's an RFA. Okay, cool. So we'll go to goaltending, and we will look to re-sign Michael DiPietro. He isn't looking for too big of a contract, which is always nice. We can knock that down to 1.1. We'll have to go up to 1.125, but that is okay. Not too much money spent there. Let's just go to all skaters again. Stelio needs his first big-time contract. Looking for a decent amount of money, but nothing That is a bit too demanding. We can knock this down to 4.8 million, which is lovely. Lavin also looking for a deal, and you know what? Right there is where I'm actually going to stop. I think we're going to send qualifying offers to pretty much everyone else. Comtois we can look to resign, because he still wants a two-way deal, so that's good. Anybody that wants a two-way deal we can look to bring back. To Zacha. He doesn't, and to be honest, I think Pavel Zacha's out. Not bad defensively, hasn't gotten any better, so we will release Zacha. Wesley, though. Do I re-sign Wesley? I'm going to say no for now. We might look to re-sign him in free agency, but for now he goes. Marcus Phillips, you might be surprised. I'm going to let go of him too. Maybe look to shake up the Chicago Wolves. Yeah, just thinking maybe a different approach there, and those two guys aren't going to make the NHL, unless, of course, injury trouble. But let's see. Bellerive, Lavin, Davis. Are they the only ones left? Davidson. And, okay, so it's just those four guys left. So again, let's sim forward a day and see what we have to deal with here. And we get to move forward to free agency, where we'll have no money to sign anybody unless we make deals. So Athanasiou is back. DiPietro, Comtois, Stelio. Good. What is the... Oh, I don't even want to know. Oh, 8.6. You know what? That is better. That is better than I expected. And we've utilized offer sheets before. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do again here. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me take a look. Bellerive. Oh, wow. Bellerive doesn't want anything. Holy hell. All right. Well, that certainly would have been a mistake to offer sheet him. That is perfect. We can knock that down to 153. So we'll go 155. That is amazing. Lavin wants to get paid. Davidson, not really, which is, again, kind of a good sign. I mean, money-wise, but maybe a bad sign for us long-term that these guys aren't looking for too much, as I completely fucked up the math there. That is embarrassing. We can knock that down to 1775. And then Davis, are you looking to get paid? Not necessarily. Only asking for $1.1 million. That can be knocked down to, let's go 950. Beautiful. So we should, and we can just send the offer to Lavin. That's perfect. I never would have guessed. The only thing, though, I do wonder is if I should offer sheet Lavin, hope that he gets signed, and then maybe that way I could, maybe test the free agent market a little bit. But we will send him the offer. And who knows what the hell is going to happen in the free agency period, because I have no idea. Obviously, with it being a fantasy draft, and especially this far into it, no idea as far as prospects. So it could be an interesting time for us. But Lavin, Davis, Bellerive, and Davidson are all back, which is perfect. Let's move forward. The start of free agency. It's like Christmas morning. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here. Of course, the core of our team is pretty much locked up. The only thing we need to worry about now is prospects available. Not like we have the cap space. Holy shit, Griffin Reinhart turned into a monster. 91 overall, 6 teams interested. This is actually a pretty damn good free agent class. He is an amazing shutdown defenseman. All right. Goaltending. How's the goalie free agent market looking? If it ever wants to load. And there is a name, Jake Ottinger. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I actually haven't looked it up. At least not lately. 8.45. Holy shit, he wants to get paid. Cam Talbot, DeRozier. Right. Okay. So let me double check the current cap situation. Now, I do know, of course, that we have contract spots available. That's not really the concern. I just want to see what we can do here. We might not really be able to do anything. But let's see. Goalies. Goalies, we need at least one, if not two. So look for a prospect and a proper starter, because we do want the Wolves to be competitive. And we'll try to make sure that throughout the season, Markov gets as much time as he can. So 2 goalies. Defensemen, we of course still have Koltsov and Shea. We can look to trade Brady Shea. We can. And as far as picking up Reinhardt, like for whatever reason we actually Olli Juolevi's top 2, isn't he? Yeah, so we're good. And you got Liljegren and Sergachev. Yeah, we are pretty much good. I could trade Brady Shea if necessary, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we could use some defensive prospects and talent as well. That is the first thing I wanted to look at. So NHL level, we are pretty much set unless we want to trade away Brady Shea and try to find somebody else that would be pretty much just as good of a fit, hopefully cheaper. But first off, let's take a look at goaltenders. Of course, we are not signing anybody, although getting this guy would be pretty nice. He was drafted by Chicago in the first year. Would be a nice pickup, but we have a franchise goalie, so I think we're okay. But let's see here. Soderstrom and all these guys, 25, 21 low fringe. Adam Werner. Not the best market for goalie prospects at the moment. We're going to have to bank on high AHL potential. If there is anybody, there is this guy here, 23, Kyle Kaiser? 7th round pick of Chicago. Also got Marcus Rusu. 19 years old. Well, that's more of a prospect than I expected. Antti Lehtinen. Right. Well, that's kind of the prospect I was hinting towards. Not the best option, though, but could be a decent third-string goalie. Just that the game doesn't sign anybody. We might look at signing him, but AHL-wise, we might go minor league starters. Michael McNiven, who has been amazing, I believe, in the real life OHL right now. Pretty sure he's with Owen Sound, but he might be worth picking up. A lot of 81. Samuel Montembeau. Couple of decent options. Outhouse available as well. All right, you know what? Let me sort this way one more time. Of course, we're going to have to go all the way back down to high AHL starter. But you got McNiven, who is an RFA. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Rusu's a 77 at 24. Outhouse is a 79 at 24. All right, so we are going to go with Outhouse. And, of course, I am going to do what I have to do to make sure that we sign him. I'll give you a 1-year deal. Why not? Just a trial. And then we'll sign Lehtinen as well, and we'll give him the max deal because who really cares? He'll sign with us anyway. But that is the goalie situation cleared up. Defensively, of course, we know Reinhardt's the gem, but I do want to double check. They had Nestorov, Hamonic. Yeah, I'm pretty much content. But when you look at top 6 defensemen, Jake McCabe would be paid pretty much what Brady Shea is now. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Stantini. Michael Brodzinski. So yeah, pretty much it would be Jake McCabe or Brady Shea. Honestly, getting Jake McCabe might not be terrible. Let me go look at Brady Shea's stats really quick. Something I probably should have done before, but I didn't, so I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But let's figure this out. Is it worth trading Brady Shea so that we can try to sign Jake McCabe? Let's find out. Defenseman Brady Shea. Yeah, I think it would be. So I'm going to try to do that here. Let's quickly trade Brady Shea to wherever. It doesn't really matter at this point. We'll just send him. A good thing is, of course, a lot of teams will have contract spots because, of course, it is free agency. So we're in a good spot. And, yeah, if you haven't figured it out, I'm probably going through this entire offseason live. I did it. I don't normally do it. I don't know why I said I did. I meant to say don't. I don't normally do it. But, I don't know. Change of pace. So, Brady Shea. How would you like to go back to New York? Does that sound good to you? Doesn't sound good to them. You can still go to the Islanders, though. How does that sound? Oh, I probably should have... I cannot remember the draft order, which is a damn shame. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Who doesn't have good goaltending? That's my question. Is this part going to be time-consuming? Yes, it is. But damn it, it's worth it because I want good draft picks. 86 overall Picard, they don't necessarily have a backup. Who has shit goaltending? Ben Bishop and Joseph Wall. Yep, not quite there. Arizona? Aha, Arizona. You might struggle with that goaltending. So how would you like a nice Brady Shea for a second and a sixth? No? Okay, how about just straight up for a second? I'm getting your second round pick whether you like it or not. That's going to happen. Learn to love it. Learn to live with it. It's going to happen, damn it. You people have seen how determined I can be. I want that second. Thank you. See you later, Brady. Enjoy the cup ring. And I'm sorry to his teammates that I may have pissed off. But we are looking to get at least an on-paper upgrade attribute-wise. We are looking to bring in Jake McCabe. And let's just bump him up to 3.4. A little bit more motivation for him. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's look at prospects. 25. So no thank you. Why is everybody 25? All right. The prospect situation is rough. Phillips is available, but again, he's only medium top 6. So it's like, I'd rather just sign someone. I mean, granted, he is a 78, but I'd rather just sign like an 81 or something to make the team crazy good. A lot of young players, though, in that category, but that potential just doesn't do it for me. Neither does the high 7th. What about high AHL top 2? Any good players way the hell down here? 24, 26, son of a bitch. No. Okay. Well, I had my question answered. So, let me, and again, yes, a little bit time consuming, but to be honest, I didn't exactly plan out this episode. I'm just kind of picking it up from, where we left off, with the exception of it's been nearly like 10 days in between episodes. So, a little bit fuzzy on some of the details, but we will get through it. So let's take a look. That is 6. That is, that would be 6 with Koltsov. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have 6 defensemen down there currently, which means we can sign 2. Yeah, let's go out and sign at least 2, maybe even 3 because of Edmonds. Really strong defensemen that are basically NHL level but aren't. That is the goal. That is the goal. So let's take care of that. And of course I can trade any prospects away I don't need to make all the space. We will make this work. The goal, of course, is to build as good of a team as we can on both levels. Obviously keeping the high-end prospects in a good spot. Connaughton's medium top 2. Are you serious? Well, he won't accept a two-way deal, though. That's something I want to make sure of. A V2 will not. How about Alex Edler? No. That is a shame. Robert Hagg? Nope. Shit. Wesley? And if you're asking why I don't sort it by two-way, for some reason, a lot of the times players won't necessarily show up on that list, despite the fact that they'll accept two-way offers. And at least in my experience, why are you guys listed as minor league top 2, but you won't accept a two-way deal? I find that to be very rude and disruptive to what I am trying to do here. Nilsson, please. Hey, there we go. Nilsson, come on down. You're the next contestant. Minor league top 4, that probably helped. Dylan DeMello, no. So how about Zip? There we go. Let's sign you up. And we'll probably bring in one more. Siebenaller? No. Matt Grzelcyk? Alright, well, these minor league top 2 guys, they aren't budging, damn it. So let's go down here to the 80 overalls. Matt Tennyson? Hey, yes you will. I'm going to do that because you're listed as a minor league top 2, although are there any others? Dalton Prout. Won't. Tulola? Alright, let's just go with Tennyson. So we will get these guys into the AHL. Hopefully he still accepts that. And actually, now that I think about it, I was looking at some of the potentials of those players, right? A lot of medium top 6 guys. It might be worth getting rid of them and just maxing out the AHL to the best of our ability. You know, I'll look to do that after, maybe. Maybe as we move closer to the off season, I'll look to do that. So let's just try to scout out prospects right now, because obviously we can't really do too much damage with forward free agents. So let's just look for some more prospects. But yeah, Panarin, Kadri, Miller, I'll just let them all go. Forwards, prospects, who do we have? Low elite Svechnikov, Barzal. That is a shame, and again, low potentials. That has been changed, of course, with future games. Peterson? Would it technically be Peterson? 23 years old, 82 overall, depth defenseman. Elias Pettersson. Or is it Peterson? I'm going to go for him. Nashville wants him too. I'll bump that up to 1.5, and we'll see what happens there. If you turn down the 3-time defending Cup champions, you're an idiot, and I don't want you anyway. Let's see. No medium top 9s. I'd rather have high AHL, or high bottom 6, I should say. And not looking like I'm going to get my wish, looking at the age category here. Yep, that's a shame. How about high AHL potential? This has not been a good off-season for prospects. At least not ones with high potential. A lot of people on the list right now, my God. But nobody that's really ideal. 23 years old, Travis Barron. He's a restricted free agent. I'll pass on that, though. Bear, also a restricted free agent. Restricted free agents. This is just an awful situation, an awful free agent class. Damn. Okay, well, it pretty much solves that. So what I'm going to look to do is just try to sign the people we have already. We're going to move forward to the preseason, and then I think we'll go with the idea of trying to make the AHL as strong of a team as we possibly can. Antti Lettinen accepted, which is expected of him. Jake McCabe is here. Tennyson declined, and apparently it's because of cap space. Nilsson, the same thing. Pedersen signed, though, so did Zip Outhouse. Perfect. Let's sim to the start of the next season, and we will figure out the rest of the team from there. Of course, we are still pretty much stacked. The big question is, and what I'm really excited for, is the goaltending. And how much progression will our new starting goalie, how much progression will they have made? I'm hoping for 83 overall. I'm hoping he'll match DiPietro. Realistically, he could reach an 85. I think that's not out of the realm of possibility here. So, interesting to see what will happen. But of course, defense, I mean, we're good. Obviously, we just swapped out Brady Shea for Jake McCabe. Offensively, we're great. It's just a matter of sorting out the bottom 6. But obviously, the top 6 is locked in and golden. Replacing Ovechkin with Johnny Gaudreau isn't a bad thing at all. Season ticket drive has ended. Hooray! Got to admit, I am much happier with the Red Wings GM mode now that, of course, we have, or Red Wings franchise mode, I should say, now that we have the owner mode tab taken off, because really, it doesn't add too much. It doesn't. And it's a shame. That's kind of what EA likes to do at this point. They did it with FIFA as well, with like preseason tournaments. I don't know how many of you play FIFA. That's what they like to do with these modes. They're like, hey, look, shiny new toy. And everyone's like, oh my God, they at least changed something. And then within 2 days, everyone's like, oh, okay. Well, that's just more clicking of the A button to take up my time. I thought that was going to be our goalie. Moment of truth. What's he going to be? Wow, he didn't progress at all. Holy shit. Locked in at an 81. That is disappointing, but he is still going to be our starting goalie over Michael DiPietro. DiPietro was listed as a backup anyway. That is very surprising and very disappointing. Holy shit. Markov also a 75, which is solid, and we will try to make sure he gets as much ice time as possible. Defensively, let's take Zip out for, wow, Bjorkstad also jumped. Okay. Is he a righty as well? He is. He's a little bit younger than Dmitry Koltsov, too. And pardon me for this, I'm going to keep switching through the numbers. That's interesting. That is interesting. We're going to have to, get rid of one of them. All right, well, hold on. That has to be done right now. We're going to get rid of one of them. They both fit the role on that third D pairing spot alongside Jake McCabe. Question is, who's it going to be? I imagine it'll be Bjorkstad because he's younger, so his trade value will probably be higher. But let's see. No, Koltsov, they're dead even. They are dead even. Both have 1 year left on their deal. Shit. Okay, well, we have a decision to make. So Koltsov, Bjorkstad wins puck skills. And I'm sorry, again, because this might be distracting. The shot goes to Bjorkstad. Skating goes to Bjorkstad. Offensive awareness goes to Bjorkstad. Yep, I'm sorry for this. Jesus, actually, yeah. Fuck, hold on. God, it's like dead even. It's like dead even. I think Koltsov's slightly better defensively. Man, that's unfortunate. I honestly might go with Koltsov just because he's proven, defensive, a bit more aggressive, but Jamie Bjorkstad could be a monster in terms of putting up points. Then again, he only had 12 points in the AHL last year. As an offensive defenseman, too. I'd honestly probably switch him to a two-way. 85 offensive awareness is a little bit low. How did Koltsov do last year? 11 points. He was a +5. I'm going to go with... I'm going to stay with Koltsov, which is risky, because I know Bjorkstad's 2 years younger. Let's see if we can send him out to the Eastern Conference. How would the Buffalo Sabres like him? I don't know. I'm going to stick with my guns. Koltsov, of course, was a member of this cup-winning team, and I have faith in him. Let's just be... Nope, Buffalo can't take him anyway. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, let's just be cheap with the draft picks. They can't take him anyway. Neither can Carolina. Let's take a look here. Detroit might be able to afford him. Might is a big question here. We shall see. Actually, hold on. Might be able to get a first out of this. No, that's a bit too much. You know what? No, it isn't. I'm going to see if I can get a first from Detroit. They want to trade it anyway. How would you like a nice, shiny Toronto third-round pick? Apparently that's not close whatsoever. How would you like a nice, shiny Toronto third and fourth? Nope. Okay, damn. I am underselling this, but you know what? I also want that first. So here you go. Have your own third-round pick back. That still didn't go through. All right, well, that plan's out the door. Let's, Florida. Florida. That should be a good... they don't want to trade their picks. Never mind. Oh, boy. This is why I normally do jump cuts, but that's all right. Because fuck it, we'll do it live. Am I right? Let's see. Will they just take this trio? Not even a trio. Now will they take this trio of picks? Nope. How about just that? Son of a bitch. You know what? I'm getting that second and third. Fourth round pick from Toronto to make it happen. Sweeten it just a touch. Yeah, how's a nice shiny 7th round pick work for you? Douchebags. Thank you. All right, Jamie Bjorkstad is off to Montreal. We are going... fucking the game signed somebody for me. Damn it. I hate when that happens. Oh well, hopefully he's not that good. I'll actually have to check here, because if he is half decent, I might as well just sign him and then look to trade him. So give me 1 second. Let's go best lines here for the moment, because it doesn't matter. How good is that guy that it just signed for me? He's a 68, so he shouldn't affect, but he's going to be there for a while. It should be fine. It should be fine, and he shouldn't affect the team too much, I hope. What I mean by that, of course, is just using best lines, but considering our terrible prospect pool at the moment, if we're being honest. It shouldn't be too big of a deal because I'm just going to sign veterans that will take cheap deals. So in the AHL, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do need to sign some extra players here. Let's take a look. Zip, of course, is a guy that we brought in for that reason. Furtak can stay. And Dronov, medium top 6, man. He's progressing, but I don't know if I want to invest time into medium top 6. Fierro could go too. Honestly, all 4 of those guys could go, and I don't think we'd be missing out too much. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to say that we only have 2 defensemen signed. The big project is Radoslav Furtak, who will eventually be Jake McCabe's replacement. So, perfect there. Aside from that, the defensive situation, prospect-wise, is pretty grim. So right there, I'm going to say that we have 2 defensemen signed. So let's go out and sign a shitload of high-end AHL defensemen. Let's do that. Now, cap space is an issue, so I'm going to have to sort out the roster first, son of a bitch. But that is okay. That is okay. We will make the most of it. We will make the most of it. We're like a half an hour into this video already. God damn, both return videos are going to be crazy. Forwards. Forwards, forwards, forwards. You can send down these 2. And then we still have an extra. So we are going to have to get rid of somebody. Odds are... Actually, here, let's see. Who could we get rid of here? 23, 23. Athanasiou is 28. But he is a good fit for what we have going on here. I don't like that Davis is listed as a depth guy. That's obviously a little bit concerning. We're all listed as third liners anyway. I might get rid of Davis. For the moment, we'll send him down. Now we have $3 million of cap space, so nobody should decline. Not that they should have anyway. The game should be able to recognize, oh yeah, you have the space, but it doesn't work that way because that would be convenient. That would be convenient. So let's take a look. My God. Wow, Reinhardt's still available. Nobody went for him. I wonder why when you're asking for that much frickin' money. Let's see. V2, will you accept a 2-way deal now? Of course you will, because you just want to play in the league. But unfortunately for you, I think we already have 2 top. God damn it. I'll double check. Son of a bitch. Now you guys see why I handle most of this off screen, but we're already here. It's already happening. I'm not making the jump cut now. Fuck it with a capital PH. Let's see. In the system. Defense. Let's figure this out. Furtak. Top 2? No, top 6. And Zip. Top 4. Okay. So I need 2 top 2s, a top 4, and a top 6. I can make that work. I can make that work, and this team should continue to run like a well-oiled machine, and obviously we're just hoping that the Chicago Wolves can take home a little bit of hardware. Not that they'll ever match what we've done with the Blues, but damn it, they could at least try. They could at least try. So our V2 is a lefty, which is great. We will sign you up, a nice 33-year-old veteran. DeMello. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for Dylan DeMello. And get him for 1 year. Perfect. Now we need a top 4. I didn't even bother checking handedness, but that is fine. Let's go. Wow, Nilsson is terrible with the puck, so we will go with veteran Matt Irwin. Come on down. You're the next defenseman on the Chicago Wolves. Now we need a bottom 6 or a top 6, whatever. Whatever. I could just sort by it, but then that would be pretty awful. So we have Tyler Lewington. We also have Ryan Graves. Yeah, Ryan Graves. Screw it. Bring you in for a season, and now we need 2 depth defensemen that simply won't mind being depth defenseman. So we will continue to scroll. There is one, your name, Anton Lindholm. Didn't we have you like really early on in the series? The name is very, very familiar. And then we could go with, let's see, you were a lefty, so we'll go with Kyle Wood as the other, which is weird. Actually, no, you're not listed as a depth. We'll play it safe. We will play it safe. There we go. Witkowski, perfect. You are a righty. Luke Witkowski, come on down. And just like that, the defensive situation is good. It is more than good. It is golden. We will wait to hear the response from those players, and we'll move out the unwanted prospects currently clogging up the system. And of course, in return, we'll get a shitload of draft picks, which is the vicious cycle that these series normally end up going into. V2 has accepted. Welcome aboard. Lindholm, DeMello, Graves, Witkowski, Irwin. Perfect. Let's go trade some prospects, shall we? Sounds like a blast, which, it's not too bad, I do suppose. Goalies, we are good. We have our 5. Defensemen. So, Edmonds, Andronov, Nelson, Fierro, and that was it. Right. Correct? Yes, it was. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, you could argue, why not keep Fierro and Andronov when you signed Lindholm and Witkowski, who are also the same overall? Because why not? That's my response. Let's see. San Jose. How would you like some more defensemen? I think you would. Whether you want to admit it or not. That would probably go through. So let's press our luck here. Will that go through? No. Okay. Well, you know what? How about a little bit of motivation? Just a little bit? Oh, wow. Pretty far away, to be honest. That is harsh. I feel like that was a pretty good offer. Will that go through? Nope, son of a bitch. How about just a first? Perfect. Probably could have gotten an extra 4th or whatever. Screw it. Don't need it. We're good. We get rid of some prospects who I feel won't make the lineup. At least not anytime soon. So, worth to get rid of them. So, defensively, in Chicago, we are good. The goaltending is good. We just need to figure out now the forwards, which shouldn't be too difficult. So, let's see. Everyone playing in their role? Perfect. I need more righties, but you know what? Screw it. We're fine. We got lefties. We're good. All right. Down here, who do we have scratched at the moment? The 2 defensemen. I guess there was an AHL signed goaltender that I was not aware of. An AHL signed forward. Wait a second. What? Oh, fuck. That's right. Kumala's still signed too. God, fucking hell. I hate that, man, when the team just takes control. So we got our 2 backup defensemen. We don't need to worry about any of that. So we have 2 backup forwards at the moment, Kennens and Fast. Right. Eggenberger's scratched too. Holy shit, I didn't even notice. Okay, so we definitely have a decision to make. So let's call up both of these 2 right now. We'll go best lines in the... no, we can still figure out the AHL. So we should be good. That should be... Yep, that's those 2 guys back into the lineup. Right, so taking a quick look at potentials. Not too excited about the top 9s, but we'll leave them for now. We could get the 274s out of there. You know what? I am just going to sign 3 more forwards for the AHL. Just get as good of players as we can. And then we're pretty much good. Then we just got to figure out who we're trading from the NHL team, which could be a bit of a hassle. I mean, especially now with Eggenberger. I didn't even notice he was still on the AHL level. So let's take a look here. We need forwards, and it might be these three guys right here. We got a lefty, we got a center, and we got a righty. There you go. So let's see. Fosleeve, willing to accept a two-way deal. That is what I like to see. We got Ty Fellhaber, willing to accept a two-way deal, of course. And Maximoff. Not going to sign him because he would be on an entry-level deal. So that's a shame. You could pick up JT Brown. JT Brown. Welcome aboard. I can't imagine you will decline. Let's get all these guys set. And then we figure out the NHL lineup. The bottom line is I can't imagine, even with the reduced goaltending, that we still won't be fine. My hope now, and I was wrong, I was absolutely wrong about the progression that we'd get from Fedorov, but I do feel like throughout the course of a season, if he is the starter, that we will only progress. Who was scratched for us? Kennens, who's top 9, and Fast, who's top 9. Comtois was actually scratched at elite potential. So we will get rid of George McGinn. Yes, but clearly, it needs an overhaul, but we're not too concerned when the NHL lineup is just ripping everybody apart and winning cups. So let's get Markov back as the tandem with Outhouse. The defense is good to go. And then offensively, whew, holy shit. Well, that's what happens when you talk for like 41 minutes straight. Man. And by that, I mean, goddamn. Almost losing my voice there for a second. Like, I really felt it. That was rough. Let's go with Comtois here. And that is pretty much good to me. So the CHL, not the CHL, the AHL is looking good. The Chicago Wolves. Now we need to decide who stays and who goes. Let's take a look, though, at the player roles. Costine still a first-line guy. Lavin, now a second-line guy, as is Tyson Jost. Mateos, probably leave Jost there. Now that I think about it. We just really have to be careful with the power play time. Really have to be careful with that. Let's see, I like him better offensively. Probably go with a setup. Just like, well, actually, now that I think about it too, Davis and Eggenberger. God damn. What do we do? What do we do? So hold on. Davis, good offensive. Eggenberger, well-rounded. So we could go with a fourth line. So I think Davidson. I think Davidson and Davis are going. So I think we'll go with Elias Pettersson here, and then Bellerive, Athanasiou, and Eggenberger, because they're all relatively good defensively. Athanasiou, it's better in the physical category, but he is still well-rounded. And you can see the defensive stats, the individual stats, a little bit better, I'd say, than 3.5 star. So I think we're good. We found our guys. Davidson and Brett Davis on their way out. Now, I mean, we could bury them in the AHL, but odds are they will complain about the lack of ice time. Better to just get rid of them now, get what we can for them, and not have to worry about it. So Davidson and Davis, they still have pretty good value, which is nice. Who can afford to take them on? Because I don't want to take anybody back. Nashville, not that I want to trade them to Nashville. Are there any other decent options here? Any other decent options? Vancouver, I'd rather send them to Vancouver than Nashville, because we wouldn't have to compete with them directly. I don't even care about prospects, I just want picks. Damn it, they'd have more than 45 skaters. Okay. Well, shit. Aren't we in a bit of a tough spot? Can Carolina... I know we already tried to trade for Carolina. They can't take him. Who else can step up to the plate for me here? Edmonton? No, that's not going to work. No. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Oh, no. All right, Nashville, can you make it work? You don't even want to trade your picks. Son of a bitch. Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble here in terms of getting rid of these guys. Normally, it's not this difficult to get rid of players that you don't want. We're going to have to take somebody back here. I already checked with Vancouver. Winnipeg, you are my last resort. That didn't work. Okay. So we need to find a team. Vancouver will work. Who do you have? Preferably, actually, even unsigned prospect wouldn't be great for us. Who do you have here? Let's look at prospects. That's not great now, is it? Picard wouldn't be terrible because he's at least in the CHL. Yeah, fuck it. Let's pick him up. Who cares? And then draft picks. I don't think I can still get that first. He's in the CHL. He's under contract. What the hell? That should have worked. Fucking butts. Nashville. Nashville, save me here. I am floundering. Who can we get from the Purds? Swanson, please be Ron. Please be Ron. Please be Ron. Randy Swanson. Still a good name. Randy Swanson. How would you like to be a St. Louis Blue? A true honor for anybody. And as far as picks go, we're pretty much What? What am I missing here? They should be good. They should be good here. Son of a bitch. And again, this is why I use jump cuts, but I was lazy and I just wanted to go clean through. This would be so much easier this way. Who can we pick up? Owen Tippett? Not ideal. Brendel? Philip Brendel. Come on down, please. Shit. Alright, fuck it. We'll take Owen Tippett, and we'll take Brendel. That works. Fuck it, will that go through? No. Okay. Alright, well, shit. How would you, now that we can get rid of someone else in the AHL, AHL, almost, for some reason I thought I was wrong, I was totally right. How would you like a nice shiny George McGinn? Fuck, that's right, too many players. Alright, damn it, we gotta make this work, because I'm just desperate to move on and get rid of these two. So fuck it, have a draft pick, have a fourth from your friends, the St. Louis Blues. Alright, have a third from your friends, the Detroit Red Wings. Sound good? Have a second from your friends, the St. Louis Blues. Are you motherfuckers. And a third from your friend, the Detroit Red Wings. Thank you. I hate you all. Just, God. Anyway. Problem solved there. Let's send each of them down to the AHL. We can again go best lines in a moment. You pretty well, you know, fuck it, we're already here. We're already here. You are pretty though. I didn't finish that sentence, but I will say you are pretty. McGinn can get scratched again. Oh, wow, it actually scratches Owen Tippett too. So let's get Comtois back in. We could get Kennons in. Let's take out Rhodes. We will bring in Kennons, actually. And then Markov. I know you're medium top 9, but you're also 23, so I don't really care. We'll take you out for Tippett, who can hopefully rebound a little bit. Let's figure this out here. We will drop Sutter. Yeah, we'll drop Sutter. JT Brown's good there. Actually, we'll put McCabe there. Holy shit. Let's just figure this out. My God. Centers, are we good on face-offs? 74, 79, 72. So McCabe can get taken out for Kennons. Let's still have Zadina there. That's looking all right. Potential-wise, let's get McCabe up there, and there you goddamn have it. The AHL is set. 76 overall, the lowest of the overalls. Again, for like the third time, let's take Kumala out for Markov. The AHL is set. This episode is so much longer than I expected. The NHL, again, we will go with Fedorov as the starting goalie. We will see what he can do defensively. It's still beastly. Ulevi, Doughty, he's getting up there in age, but I don't know if we'll reach the point in the series where we have to worry about that. And of course, McCabe and Koltsov. Prove me right, Koltsov, by holding on to you this year. Now, do we have any other? Let's just go with this right here. The best forward, of course, is that. We'll go with Bellarive over here. So, decisions, as we have a lot of second line forwards. Let's see, 4, alright, so 4.5. We will go with Stelio on the third line. It's pretty much been decided already. And Lavin will be right there with him. So it will be, actually that's perfect, I can move Stelio over there. And have, man, Lavin's up to an 87. Shit. Okay. So, what do we do? Playmaker, sniper, power forward, playmaker, sniper. Goodrow, 90. We'll have Goodrow on the top line over Clayton Keller. So it'll be Keller, Jost, Costin as the second line. Dow, Cole, McDavid, Johnny, Goodrow. Of course, the power play lines, we're going to have to make sure that we get Lavin and Stelio some ice time, that is for sure. Bellarive and Eggenberger will get PK time, and hopefully that keeps everyone's morale happy. This team is looking still pretty damn good. I feel like we handled the offseason very well, and as we end this episode, let's get a look at the overall ratings, and don't worry, the next offseason video, we will be right back to making jump cuts. Again, though, happy to be back, happy to be doing this again. So I just wanted to embrace the moment, you know. But 99, 96, 85 for the rankings. Of course, that'd be a little bit better if Fedorov progressed in the AHL, or not, yeah, in the AHL. Man, I've been fucking that up a lot this episode. 85, 85, and 79. The Chicago Wolves should be your Calder Cup favorites. Guys, that will do it for this episode. If you've made it all the way through, I thank you so much. And again, I know it's not the easiest episode to approach, being 50 plus minutes, but screw it. Like I said, happy to be back, happy to be doing this again. And with that, I end this marvelous episode 46. As always, if you enjoyed, feel free to support the video, support the channel, and support me in any way you deem necessary. Any level of support is, of course, greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next episode, where we begin the season, the Vitaly Fedorov era. Can we win 4 straight Stanley Cups? Anything's possible at this point.